We begin with a landmark meeting between two of the world's most powerful leaders, President Joe Biden and China's President Xi Jinping. They spoke for about 3 hours in Indonesia this morning ahead of the upcoming G20 summit. U.S. officials say the conversation ranged from Taiwan's future to Russia's war in Ukraine, and the leaders agreed to work together. Nancy Cordes is in Bali for us, traveling with the president. It's where we find her. Nancy, good morning.
Good morning. The meeting lasted for more than 3 hours. Afterwards, President Biden told us he's not looking for conflict and he believes a Cold War can be avoided, despite years of warnings and threats.
I just met in person with Xi Jinping of the People's Republic of China. He was clear and I was clear that we'll defend American interests and values, promote universal human rights, and stand up for the international order and work in lockstep with our allies and partners. We're going to compete vigorously. But I'm not looking for conflict. I'm looking to manage this competition responsibly.
The leaders of the world's two largest economies sat at long tables facing each other. The two nations at odds over trade, technology, Chinese spying, human rights, and China's growing aggression towards Taiwan. In recent months, China has flown military planes near the self-governed island, firing missiles into the surrounding waters. When House Speaker Nancy Pelosi traveled to Taiwan this summer, the Chinese retaliated by cutting off communication with U.S. officials.
I think both sides realize that if we keep going down the path that we're headed on, that will be conflict.
China expert Scott Kennedy says Russia's invasion of Ukraine is also on the agenda. The Chinese initially stood by Russia, but that was before Ukraine began taking back territory.
They know where their economic bread is buttered, with the West, not with Russia.
Today, President Xi argued they can both do better.
The world expects that China and the United States will properly handle the relationship.
Russia is also a member of the G20, but President Biden will not have an opportunity to confront Russian President Vladimir Putin at this summit in Bali. And that's because Putin has decided not to attend in the face of his faltering invasion of Ukraine. Tony?
Faltering is the word for it. Nancy Cordes for us in Bali. Nancy, thank you.